What is going on, guys? How are you all doing? I know it's a bit dark right now, but that's because it's 1:45 in the morning and I just finished a security shift. And I finished a security shift last night at 2 a.m. In fact, I worked all week from 7:30 a.m. till 4:30 p.m. with an hour commute either side of that. And then yesterday, when it was Friday, I finished up that shift, drove straight from work to home, then I showered, and then I went straight to work. And I worked from 7 p.m. until 2 a.m. And then I got up this morning and I ran into a whole heap of stuff that I needed to do. I didn't sleep in particularly long. Then I got 2 hours of sleep in the afternoon. And then I went and worked 7 till 1:15. And I'm driving home now. And I've got stuff to do tomorrow as well. And you guys might be saying, well, you know, you need to take a rest. But here's the thing. I know exactly what I want. And I know that requires money. And I'm prepared to put in the hard yards to get where it is that I want to be. Which leads me to the real point of this video. Because recently we saw Senator David Leyenhelm question the women who work for the Workplace Gender Equality Agency, and they were forced into a corner and ended up admitting that they do not take into account, when calculating the average wages between men and women, they do not take into account hours of overtime worked. They admitted it. They don't take it into account. So if you're a lady and you work for 38 hours a week, which is your average full-time week, and then your male compadre works 46 hours a week, then you make, you know, between sort of 20 to 25% less than your male compadre. Of course you're gonna get paid less, you fucking dumbass. But hey, let's not let that get in the way of a good feminist narrative. Let's not let that get in the way of the Workplace Gender Equality Agency, or so they call themselves, making up bullshit to ensure that it's legalized for them to take affirmative action, to give people who were born with vaginas extra privileges, extra opportunities, extra pay for the same fucking work in some instances, just to get them in the door. Or give them half the amount of time, hey, NYC Korean, or give them half the amount of time as a minimum service for the military. You know, if a woman goes into the military, she only needs to be in there for 2 years. A man has to be in there for 4 years. And a man has to meet higher fitness standards for the privilege. So much equality. Now, I can pretty much guarantee you that you could walk the streets day and night to try and find one woman who is prepared to put in the kind of hours that this motherfucker puts in. I guarantee you, you will not find that woman. She is a myth. She is non-existent. And if you do find her, put me onto her and I'll have her on my show as an example of how the fuck you get paid the same as a man. Now, yeah, I know I'm swearing a lot, but it's kind of frustrating that feminists have so much of a stranglehold on this lie they're feeding to women. Right? This lie, oh, you're getting paid less because you're a woman. Right? If you do the same work but you get paid less, and then women get all angry about it, and they're like, we want equality. It's like, you've got equality, sweetheart. You just need to fucking work as hard as the men that you claim get paid more than you. And that's just a straight out fact. And I know that working for somebody else for the rest of my life is not going to make me rich. I know that. Most women don't. And it's not their fault, really. I mean, they've been lied to. They've been lied to about the career. Be successful in your career. You know, you're a powerhouse. Oh, you could be a CEO one day. Well, guess what? The companies you want to be a CEO of already have that position occupied by the man who started the fucking company. For example, if he wasn't still dead, Steve Jobs would still be the CEO of Apple. Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, CEO of Amazon. I can't remember his name for the life of me right now. But the guy who started Alibaba.com, CEO of the company. Gee, what a surprise. What a surprise that the guys who started the company from nothing are at the head of it. What a fucking surprise. Well, guess what? These feminists think, oh, but the top Fortune 500 companies are mostly made up of male CEOs. You know what? That's because they either started the company or they worked their fucking ass to get to the head of it, and they proved themselves. Because you don't get a company that gets into and stays in the top Fortune 500 companies under shit leadership. Right? Companies fall to pieces under terrible leadership. And we've seen some companies led by females, not based on merit, but for the sake of having a female in that position to virtue signal and show how virtuous they are. Look, we've got a female CEO. Aren't we fucking amazing? Well, guess what? You're not. And the bank balance at the end of the financial year is going to tell you how amazing you really are as a company. How successful you really are as a company. Because giving someone a job because they have vagina between their legs does not make you a successful company. Right? I'm not putting a book together, plus doing these videos, plus working full-time, plus working security shifts till all hours of the morning and all on minimal sleep to work towards my end goal of having investments. 80 frick. Hang on, I'm just gonna... Beautiful. I don't know if you can see those police lights in the background, but there was a random breath testing, and I haven't drunk anything, but I just didn't want to get pulled over in the middle of a video. I think that'd be pretty shit, if I'm being honest. Be kind of cool as well, but I don't know. I don't know that look too favorably upon me doing this while I'm driving. And I know some of you guys aren't a fan of it, but I'm not looking at the screen. I'm focusing on the road. And in fact, if anything, you guys are actually helping me to stay awake until I get home. And I just want to thank my amazing mods and pub test. I have had the most amazing idea, and I'm going to share that with you when I call you tomorrow. Yeah, and good to see you, Seven, NYC Korean, God Botherer, my hardworking mod. Yeah, so the fancy suit is because I was working at a, I guess, an upmarket bar. If you look on the community tab of my YouTube channel, you'll be able to see a beautiful photo of the skyline looking out over Darling Harbour. Mate, the colors, just such a beautiful shot. I can't even describe. You have to go and look for it yourself. If you like sunsets, that's where it's at. But anyway, guys, I mean, look, out of the 8 to 10 bartenders that there was working tonight, one of them was female. Said they had 2 waitresses and 1 female bartender. They had a hell of a lot more men working these long shifts. And I had the cleaner. I was chatting to her. She wanted to look at my channel. I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. Not putting myself in that position. And she was like, and I mentioned something about, you know, equal work and how, you know, women and men get paid for the same. She said, oh, but, you know, male nurses and female nurses get paid differently? I was like, yeah, that's because the male nurses are doing the overtime shift. The male nurses are working on the public holidays when the women want to spend time with their families. And I get it. I want to spend time with my family too. Doesn't help that they're 5 hours away. But, you know, I'd probably make the choice now that I know what I know and now that I understand what life is truly about, to spend that time with my family. But, you know, guys, we're hustlers. We work, you know. We work. I'm going to pull over for a second here so I can chat with you guys a little more. Let me just park in a spot where I'm actually allowed to park. That's not a driveway. Here we go. Oh, we got Miggy in here as well. MGTOW 101. I appreciate you, man. NYC Korean. Name withheld as well. I mean, guys, I know I'm rambling a little bit. I know I'm rambling. I appreciate that you're listening to my shit, and thank you to those that have complimented my get up tonight. Let's actually see if I can shine some proper light on this so you can. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Smash that like button, by the way, guys. But yeah, I'm actually working on something in terms of. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. Sorry to leave you hanging. And anyway, guys, look, I am out of here. Fucking exhausted. Probably about 5 minutes from home, and I just want to say I really appreciate you all. And if you find that woman out there, that mythical woman that's prepared to work 5 days, you know, like how many times, honestly. And look, I'm not hating, right? Because shit, man, like some guys, they work 5 days a week and they're like, oh, I'm so busy, I'm so tired. But I hear all the time complaining, all the time. You're like, oh, I've had such a tough week at work, such a tough week. It's like, motherfucker, you don't know what a tough week is. You don't know what lifting all these heavy ass boards like I do at work is all about. I'm doing that 5 days a week. Like, my hands are swollen from working. And name withheld says, smash the like, purchase some Sydney merch. Appreciate you, man. I got to come up with some new designs as well, but I'm loving my hoodie right now. It's coming into winter. So cozy, so cozy. So if you can find that woman out there, that mythical woman that doesn't exist, that's prepared to work as many hours as me to get those dollars, to put in the same level of hustle, right? To dedicate themselves at the same level and work just as hard as me. You can find a woman prepared to do all that. Please introduce her to me. Be my guest. Because I would love to know who this mythical creature is that works just as hard as I do. And just as hard as many as you guys do. Like Big John, MGTOW's Freedom. He's got multiple jobs. You think he complains? You think he sits around going, oh, I've had such a tough week? Hell no. That guy busts his ass and says thank you for it. Just like I do. I'm so grateful that I have the opportunity to create what I can create. Right? I'm so grateful that I understand how important the hard work and strategy is, and shutting the fuck up and not complaining about it. Like, I only been at that bar that I was at security for 2 nights. Already the bar manager is begging my security company to have me on there every Friday, Saturday night. That's hustle, right? That's showing your worth. That is making yourself valuable. And I see all these poor suckers, man, all the time. I see these poor suckers, seriously. They're out there, they're buying drinks. So you've got girls there that have spent hundreds of dollars on dresses so that they can wear them while men spend hundreds of dollars on them for drinks. Right? So both the simps and the girls are going into deficit. Me, I get to stand there, smile at them, and get paid for it. That's true surplus. That's how you make money. Right? That's how you fucking get rich. By working hard, not wasting your money, and then when you have the money, buying investments with it, creating things that will create more money for you. Right? And look, you know, from what I've observed, by and large, more often than not, on average, as Magnetic Media just said, women don't enjoy work, but they do enjoy the fruits of men's work, even though they'll bitch about men. Man, don't think I didn't see those chicks scheming up all on these guys wearing jewelry and expensive clothes. They know what's expensive. And I got a donation just before. Who was that from? That was from Swiss Dude. Says another day, another dollar. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. So, yeah. I'm like a couple of minutes from home now. And I'm gonna go get some fucking sleep, guys. Because I damn well deserve it. I appreciate you, men. Thank you so much for being a part of this channel so far. I'm very humbled. Well, we're almost at 23,000 subscribers. Man, what an honor to be here for you, men. Guys, I'm gonna bounce.